In this week's Parashat, we read of the construction of the Tabernacle. The Tabernacle was commanded and was constructed, the inauguration all took place in the second year of our 40 years in the wilderness. That year was 2,449. The Exodus and the giving the Torah was the previous year, 2,448, and the next year is then, therefore, 2,449. Does that number have any significance, just in pure number theory? So it does have a very beautiful allusion to it, that the square root of 6 is 2.449, with obviously an infinite decimal continuation. But the first 4 decimals, and the closest rounding off to the first 4 decimals, or the first 4 places, is 2.449. So there's something about this number, 2,449, which alludes to the square root of 6. What can that possibly mean, and how can it relate to that year should be the year, the most, obviously, the greatest important thing that took place in that year is first the commanding to construct the tabernacle, the construction of the tabernacle, and the inauguration of the tabernacle. The inner vessels of the tabernacle, which contain the lights and the revelation, the divine revelation of the tabernacle, are actually 6. The first is the Holy Ark of the Covenant in the Holy of Holies of the Tabernacle, with the cherubim as part of it, on top of it, actually extending as an integral part of the covering, the kaporet over the Holy Ark. That is number 1. The verse before the command to construct the vessels, beginning with the Holy Ark, is, "They shall make for me a sanctuary, and I will dwell in their midst." The dwelling, the inner dwelling, is in the inner vessels of the tabernacle, the first of which is the ark. The next 3 are in the sanctuary, not the Holy of Holies, but the inner sanctuary, the Kodesh, the Heichal, which are the menorah and the table that had the face bread on it, and the altar of the incense, the golden inner altar of the temple of the tabernacle. Those are another 3. Then in the outer courtyard of the tabernacle was the basin from which the priest washed and purified their hands and feet before performing the service of the temple, and the outer altar upon which the animal sacrifices were sacrificed. So these are the 6 different vessels, the inner vessels that contain the inner revelation, which is the tachlit, the purpose of the temple, is to reveal Hashem's light within these 6 different vessels, inner vessels. And that's the illusion that the year of the construction and the inauguration of the tabernacle, the temple, was this year, which is the square root of 6.